Hi, I'm Anna.
And I'm Ben.
And we are AutoSave. Welcome to our channel.
Today we are watching Season 2, Episode 2 of Demon Slayer. Why does it say Season 4, Episode 2?
Probably because they have a lot of different languages, and for some reason on some sites they make different language dubs of
Or
the
it could
show.
be like OVAs, movies, Season 1, Season 2, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, Season 2, Episode 2 of Demon Slayer. I am so excited. I believe this actually starts the canon manga adaptation of the Mugen Train Arc.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm excited to see how, if at all, it differs from the movie. And I'm excited to see our best boy Rengoku again. I really enjoyed episode 1. It was cool seeing Rengoku's father save people, and I think it's gonna hit harder now seeing that
his dream,
inevitable dream. But
which is probably in this episode because it's called Deep Sleep. So I'm gonna guess we're gonna go into their dreams for this episode, which makes me super happy because that was literally my favorite part of the movie, Mugen Train movie. I loved seeing every single member of the trio's dreams, and obviously Rengoku's was sad, so like that wasn't like super great of an experience. But I loved getting to know his kind of like backstory and how he came to be the amazing Flame Hashira that we know him to be. And so I'm so excited for this episode. Even though it's, now it's back to the like canon, what happened in the movie kind of thing. It was still my favorite part of the movie, the dreams that they were in. So I'm so excited.
Maybe they'll like go more in depth in each dream, or like use the time that the show gives us.
I want a little more time. You know how it jumped from like Zenitsu's dream where he was like with Nezuko and they were all cute, and then it literally jumped to him with like giant like scissors or like gardening shears and trying to attack the guy. I want to see that like
progression.
Him realizing there was someone in his dream because he was like, "You're here to ruin my time with Nezuko" or something.
Yeah.
I'd love to see that.
I'm excited to see more Inosuke as well. He had such a big, nice role in the movie.
He had such a big, nice role in the movie, and it made me so happy to like. Also, I was so surprised to see Nezuko being like a big part of Inosuke's dream.
Yeah.
Because it really like they never really address how Inosuke feels about Nezuko. Obviously, he's not trying to kill Nezuko anymore, and he also trusts Nezuko like Zenitsu and Tanjiro do, and Giyu, and like everyone else now. But I was so surprised that he obviously sees her as part of the group and not just like a demon in a box that happens to come with them places. Mm-hmm. Like he sees her as an active member of their like friendship, of their like his underlings,
Yeah.
So that made me super happy to see, and he just had such a big role. He really was, like they always say, like Nezuko and Tanjiro with that Rui fight, like they were a team, that was awesome. But like in this movie, Tanjiro and Inosuke were like the duo, and Tanjiro could not have survived that fight with the lower.
Tanjiro would have killed himself.
He would have killed himself without Inosuke. And so he will be watching with us.
I'm excited.
I'm so excited.
We learned that all the other Hashira basically love Rengoku, right?
Even the ones that are kind of like the bad boys, the ones that aren't super fluffy and affectionate. Everyone loves him, and that just makes the inevitable even more hard to swallow.
Well, I'm gonna act like that's never gonna happen, and I'm ready.
Like you're starting fresh.
Yeah.
So you're gonna get depressed all over again, is what you're saying?
No matter how I go into this, I'm going to get depressed once we reach that moment again. But I'm excited to get into it. You?
So excited.
Sweet. The train.
I don't know, whenever I see a train in like media, I always think of Harry Potter.
I think of Polar Express.
I hate Polar Express.
Me too. I really enjoy Inosuke's Japanese voice. The train looks great. Umai.
Umai!
cool shot.
I love that we got backstory to why he does this specifically in his personality and character.
Me too. And how he got the actual bentos.
And how he got the bentos, yes.
Whoa! New OP! New song! Lisa!
Oh! It's them together!
Oh my gosh. Ooh! Inosuke!
Oh!
The visuals, dude. Knowing
They keep giving us these shots of him that are making me, like, want to cry.
Oh my god. The song really fits what's going to come. That
him.
reaching. Oh my gosh.
Oh.
I love the song.
Woo.
かまど炭治郎です。こっちは同じ鬼殺隊の吾妻善逸と橋平伊之助です。ここに座るといい。
Aw.
Oh, big bro.
Honestly. I like how he just eyes forward, straight to business.
So funny.
Wow, that was such an amazing moment. Hinokami Kagura.
I was so shocked that he jumped right to that.
To offering his help to, you know, train him. Let Tanjiro be Sugoku.
Does he know someone who had a black sword, though?
Perhaps.
He's like a dog in a car.
And race to see who's faster.
That's why you're there.
When Inosuke hears the term like demon, it just clicks for him. Yeah,
kind of. Is this the conductor?
I think it is. Yep.
Oop, now we know. Now we know what this whole scene means.
Don't give him your ticket.
Don't do it. I remember thinking there was obviously something like he was asleep or sleepwalking.
Something was weird about him.
But it's just really that he's... I think he said he misses his wife and children.
That's what activates it, right?
Yeah. Don't do it! Look how sleep deprived this man is.
Well, Tanjiro's never been on a train before, so it's like he doesn't know if this is...
Does everyone on a train look so sleep deprived? I love Rengoku's, like, his eyes
facial expression.
Switched.
Love the soundtrack.
It's so crazy how the first demon kind of shows its presence, like, right after he's done clipping the tickets.
It seems like it's like a, you know, purposeful distraction. Ugh. Oh, like the flames that just, like, ember around his sword.
It's crazy how the Blood Demon art could hide him that well from Rengoku.
Oh. Oh. I love like the thickness of the black lines there.
Yes, his head just goes flying.
Oh. Whoa.
That sound effect,
crazy.
so cool.
That whole shot was gorgeous. Oh my god.
You can tell there's like some sadness in his face or in his eyes.
Yeah, just disappeared.
Oh. Stop.
In that like transition, you could see the rope around Rengoku's arm.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was just so distracted by the fact Tanjiro had his head on Rengoku's shoulder. So creepy. Like, it's like stretched across
I feel like we didn't see as much of this demon in the movie, like his like close up. Oh,
These scenes kind of made me think that the train was like a dungeon and like they just go into each car and defeat a new demon.
oh,
Yes.
I love this.
Save everyone. Did you notice how he said let's defeat him?
Oh, it looks so cool. Oh my gosh.
I feel like him saying let's defeat him really fits Rengoku's character and how he views the demon slayers. Like his win is everyone's win.
Yeah.
Big bro, big bro.
I need to see them floating around him. The art style like changes for that silly moment. Then sleep, right?
Very soon, yes.
I want to see what Inosuke's actual like shoes or sandals look like. It looked like there was like fur going up his leg. Ugh. It's weird because like it's obviously not good for him to be like affected by a demon like this, but he's going to be happy in his dream.
Yeah, but remember when he said in the movie that he gives them the nice dreams and then gives them the bad dreams to watch them be tortured? I wish we knew what each one of their circumstances are. Like, we know that guy, he had tuberculosis, but I want to know what
drove
them to be willing to do this. I love that Inosuke's laying across Zenitsu like that.
Like I don't know, I really like the relationship and how it's grown. Like you can see Zenitsu like protecting Inosuke from jumping out of the train, and it's blossomed into something beautiful.
That snow looks so real.
I know. It's like a live action movie.
This shot really is almost like it makes you forget you're watching an animation until you see Tanjiro.
I get that feeling with the train scenes sometime too, yeah. The music too. Oh. I don't like knowing what's coming.
Oh. I can't imagine.
There's his hair.
And then I love that shot where he goes in, to hug them.
Yeah.
And then when he comes out, old scar, old everything.
Old charcoal
First
basket.
episode Tanjiro.
It's crazy how even in the first episode they like showed Tanjiro with the charcoal basket, like symbolizing.
I don't know how
Nezuko
I didn't connect that obviously until the movie in this scene.
Yeah.
Is that he always was carrying something on his back,
which we know is what kind of like makes him remember he's supposed to be carrying Nezuko later.
Yeah. The voice actor for this demon is amazing.
Yeah.
Superbly creepy. The way they're delivering the lines, oh my gosh.
No. Does his right earring not have blue on it? Tanjiro's?
I was actually thinking at that shot, why is it white at the bottom? In this shot, it's both white.
God.
Deep in their dreams, how he says it in Japanese repetitively, so good. It's
chilling.
So pretty and chilling sounding, just that phrase, especially how he's saying it.
It's such like a hypnosis feel too.
Mm.
I still wonder if the 12 Kizuki, like the lower 5, I guess, have been replaced already or not.
Oh, like if while this is happening, he's...
Yeah. New ending. Whoa. Ooh.
Look at them following
I
Rengoku.
love it. Whoa, the wisteria.
And like all
Whoa.
the four of them in the intro, in the old intro of season 1, were walking, it seems like, together. And it was like that same kind of shot, but with Rengoku in it.
Wow.
Look at his dad, looked so happy.
I know. I want to see him in his prime. I like the stylization here.
And they're like lighting up
the
element. Look, they were in there.
じゃあここで大正こそ噂話には継ぐ子がいません
He doesn't have any Sugoku.
稽古が辛すぎて
Wow.
Oh. Should have been.
Oof.
Is the should have been like his family should have been alive and it should have been all of them together?
Yeah, I think it is, and that's depressing. All right, that was season 2, episode 2 of Demon Slayer. What'd you think?
It proved to me that I could watch the movie multiple times and still be so enthralled and emotionally affected.
Yeah.
And I like that it made me notice some things that obviously had been there in the movie, but I didn't notice right away. Like, that's the beauty of watching things multiple times, is you notice things. You notice things you didn't notice before that didn't catch your eye, that really, like, opens everything up, and you realize just how much time and attention went into literally every scene. Every frame, every shot. Every shot. So that was great. Yeah. I don't know. I thought that we would see the dreams, but I guess it makes sense if there's 7 episodes. You kind of have to space everything out.
Yeah, I get that too. I agree with you. I think it's really, and the writers of the show, or the writer, has done such a good job writing these characters that we are able to rewatch in a different way the same kind of story play out because of how interested and in love with these characters and the world we are. Mm-hmm.
I feel like we notice more about Rengoku, or like we understand more about him in these shots now because we've seen the movie and because of that first episode. I think that first episode was a great addition. Like, it really felt good to go from that into these scenes from the movie.
Definitely. It gives you, just like what you said, a better understanding of Rengoku. I know it wasn't like true to the manga, apparently. Like, that didn't happen in the manga, but I actually really enjoyed it, and I think it did a service to the character of Rengoku.
I don't think it did anything to harm where the show's going to go. I think it really did a nice service to kind of being like, okay, this is what happened, and now here we are. Yeah. And that was a really great addition. I think it really worked.
So, I think, if I have it right, the original, I guess, breathing techniques are flame, water, wind, stone, and thunder. Yeah. And
then off of that, the branches off of that are like mist, love.
So
which I want to see what love is.
So the Hinokami Kagura is, I don't know if that is the term for the breathing technique, or it is fire breathing, or whichever you'd call it. Is that a derivative of flame? Did that come first and flame just like kind of became more popularized? Is the Hinokami Kagura like a mixture of all of these elements? Like, I want to know, like where Hinokami Kagura fits into these elemental things.
We still really don't know. We might have been given some hints or not noticed them or something, but we obviously know there's a distinction. We obviously know that Rengoku doesn't know what Tanjiro's talking about. Yeah. He obviously thinks what Tanjiro's dad did was commendable and awesome, like even his frail state, but he doesn't have anything to give Tanjiro information-wise.
We know his dad reads those books, right? Yeah.
And he told, at the end of the movie, he told Tanjiro to go visit his estate and see if there's anything in those manuscripts that could help Tanjiro figure this out. But we still don't really know what the secret is. Like, what is it about the Hinokami Kagura dance and Tanjiro's explosive water to fire animation in that fight with Rui? Like, we still don't fully know. There's a secret there. There is.
Yeah, for sure. It's like a crazy like guesses kind of thing if it was to do with like more than one of the actual core breathing techniques, like flame, like the coals get hot, you could use them to warm a house, start a fire. Stone, coal is kind of like an interchangeable thing with stone if you like wanted to reach for that. Wind, if you like, you know, put compressed air onto hot coals, it could potentially I don't know. I want to know so bad that it's hard not to try to figure it out with the context clues we've been given.
What about the imagery on Tanjiro's Hanafuda earrings?
What about them?
It's kind of like a sun.
It is kind of like a
over the
sun.
land or over water.
Yeah.
Sun over water. Sun is fire. He does water because they're Okazaki.
That's pretty cool.
And the Hanafuda earrings is like, the sun is a ball of fire. Unless this is, at first I thought maybe like a flower, but you know, it's not a flower.
Yeah.
I think it's meant to represent the sun.
I wonder if I want to know what the next step is, I guess, for like our side characters, or not even side characters, our three musketeers like Zenitsu and Inosuke. I wonder if they're going to further develop their techniques. I know how Gyu knew an 11th form of water breathing. I wonder if and when we get to see Zenitsu, I know he's mastered the one technique, and then Inosuke.
Is he going to master anymore, or is that like his kind of thing for the rest of his Demon Slayer career?
It seemed like last time we saw Zenitsu use his technique of thunder breathing, he used it seemed like 5-fold or 6-fold. Like he had a multiplication stack. Yeah, like Kaioken in Dragon Ball Z. And I think that's really sick. And if he could manage to learn how to level that up more, that'd be pretty awesome to see. I also want to see what Inosuke could come up with. I feel like his breathing techniques are, in my opinion, one of the most fun to witness. And like on a creativity level, he's like so creative. Because from what I understand or what we know, it seems like he's come up with these himself, or we haven't met some sort of like master. So, like, more credit to him. I mean, what's the one technique that he has, the location one? Spatial awareness. Yeah. It's so cool, dude.
A lot of people need spatial awareness.
Yeah. It's
a very important trait to have.
I love him.
And he has it.
Yes. We got to see him without his mask in the intro. I love seeing him without his mask.
I wish that there would be more times that he didn't have the mask on, but I get why. It's a comfortable thing for him, and it obviously makes him feel stronger, too. Because I think he said that was, like, representative and or the head of the lord of wherever, the mountain or something. The god of the mountain. Which, it's just a mask, right? Like, it's not, like, taxidermy. It's not like the actual, like it just seems like a mask. Yeah, it's just a mask. Because I don't know, it's probably just a mask. They call it a mask, and I think they probably would have been like, that's a dead animal on your head.
I don't know.
I'm kind
maybe
of hoping
not.
It's just a mask. But then again, he was on a mountain. When is he gonna make a mask that looks like a boar?
Do you think we're gonna get to see at all in the future how he obtained it? Why he wears it?
I see this, like, obviously he was a baby. Obviously, when his family I don't want to say got rid of him, because that's not what they did.
It seems like they saved him in some... Yeah.
But I don't know why I see this shot where I wish, like, obviously Tanjiro and Zenitsu had these, like, older men trainer figures. And, like, what if it was, like, passed down to Inosuke?
Yeah.
But then again, he probably would have mentioned that there was someone else on the mountain with him. Because the only mention he ever gives of, like, a person coming onto the mountain and meeting him is the time he met the Demon Slayer. So, probably not. He already had the boar head mask.
He already had the training at that point to be able to defeat a Demon Slayer.
Yeah, and took his swords.
Yeah. Gosh, I am so excited to learn more about the Hinokami Kagura. I wonder if it's going to be something we see this season. I want to see Tanjiro come in contact with Rengoku's father. Or is Rengoku's father still alive, as far as we know?
As far as we know, he's still alive. They didn't really give any hint that he's more just dead inside and not actually dead.
How cool would it be to see Tanjiro interact with Rengoku's father and brother and see how Rengoku's father talks about Rengoku, and Tanjiro's like, how dare you? That is Big Brother Rengoku. He is full of justice, and he is a great, amazing person. Don't you dare talk to him like that, or about him like that.
So I thought you were going somewhere else with that.
Where are we going?
I thought you were going to the fact that Tanjiro can even make demons look back on their past and come to kind of a more humanistic realization about what they've done and who they were, who they are, and like almost he brings peace to people. What if he brings peace to Rengoku's father?
Yes.
That would be, and then Rengoku's father could start being a good dad to the little brother.
Training him.
And like, you know, he couldn't be there for Rengoku as much as he should have been, but there's still one more son.
Yeah.
You know, maybe.
And I mean, he is a former Hashira. He could be like an Orokodaki too, his son.
Because Rengoku was like, I'll train you to Tanjiro, obviously.
Yeah.
And then what if the dad decides to like take over where Rengoku said that he would?
Yeah.
So many like cool theories with that.
At the moment still, I need a prequel following the Hashira while at the same times like Rengoku's father was a Hashira, somehow at the same time Gramps was a Hashira, and sometimes Orokodaki was a Hashira, and I want to see all of them together.
Let's get this flashback where they're all young and they know each other. Please.
That would be so nice to see. I still like one of the most haunting memories I have of the show and like lasting impressions is the flashback we got to see. What are you looking at?
I was looking at your shirt
while
you were talking.
Was the flashback we got to see from Muzan to the Hanafuda earring like fight, and like seeing that imagery and how it left such a mark on Muzan. And I want to see more of it so bad. Once we inevitably, hopefully, get more of that, I'm going to lose my mind.
He's gonna lose it.
Do you have anything else?
No.
Training too tough. Other people have...
his training was too... Wait, okay. Do we know anyone?
The Love Hashira
She
seemingly...
said that she trained under him
or
in
with
her
him.
little, like, what do I think about Rengoku bit?
Yeah.
But obviously she survived it, or was she one of the people that couldn't... Obviously she became a Hashira. It's not like she wasn't able to study under Rengoku. She obviously did, and still has respect for him and love for him, and she's a Hashira too.
They probably she probably learned things from Rengoku, but I don't know if it would be taught to the level of being his Sugoku.
Oh.
You know what I mean? They haven't explicitly said it, that she is.
We don't know how old she is either. Was Love off of Fire?
I think so. Yeah, that would make sense to me.
That would make sense that she would train under him then.
Yeah.
If it was a branch off of Fire.
Do you think that she always had Love? Do you like as her breathing technique? Do you think that like it started as Fire or started as Love or
because of her personality?
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Where does what is it? Beast breathing?
Yeah.
Where does that fall under? Stone, maybe? I don't know why.
Well, it was like, it's his own thing.
Yeah.
I don't know if it even is on the chart of...
I would think it has to branch from somewhere.
If anything, I feel like it would be...
Wind, maybe?
That is a really good question. I don't know where I would put it in the category. We don't have a Thunder Hashira, so Zenitsu better keep growing and becoming stronger and more confident and less scared about being in front of demons or fighting, because literally that's your job now. You can do it.
We've seen him protect, like how he protected Nezuko in the movie Mugen Train, and what I'm excited to see again was very like stoic and very, I am making the choice to save you, even though he was like asleep still or like completely blacked out after he did it. it was more than we've seen before of his consciousness, going into his attacks, and I really enjoyed that.
Yeah. I liked seeing that side of him, especially in that shot when they've all been thrown off the train and he kind of and then we obviously know he hurried and put her in the box before the sun came up. Because I was thinking that when the sun started coming up, I was like, oh my god, the last shot we saw of Nezuko was her lying on the ground out in the open outside with Zenitsu. Oh no.
Isn't that...
But he woke up in enough time to help get her in the box. Like, yes.
Isn't that amazing and special? I mean, there are only so many... Like, there are a lot of animes that have, like, a big three or, like, whatever. And sometimes they take all the attention off of two of them to show the main character. And that's fine. There's only so much screen time. But even when they don't explicitly focus on it, each character that we've seen has their own amazing moments. Like, they didn't zoom in and make it a big show that Zenitsu spent all this time, like, caring for Nezuko, protecting her, and then putting her in the box, like you said, before the sun goes up. But if you, like, sit here and think about it for a second, you're like, dang, that's incredibly important. And if he didn't do that, Nezuko, Tanjiro, our main character's, like, whole heart would have died. Like, it's so cool to think about. I love this show, man.
This is a good show. I mean, like, everyone's probably surprised that I even have an Inosuke plush when I was so freaking hard on him. When we first met him, I was like, he makes me so mad.
You hated him.
I was so mad at him. I mean, that scene of him attacking Zenitsu, when Zenitsu was protecting Nezuko, killed me.
How much, it obviously turned from love to hate. How much of that was his face?
You mean hate to love.
Yeah, hate to love. How much of that was his face? Like...
He's pretty cute.
Yeah, he's pretty cute.
But I think it kind of grew. Like, I started being like, okay, he's a good character.
He is.
Okay, he's redeemable. And then I think what sold it for me, obviously I didn't buy the stuffed animal of him until Mugen Train, the movie. I didn't buy it until then because he freaking rocketed to the front of being a favorite character of mine in that movie.
Yeah.
Because of, like, how he battles with Tanjiro and that duo we saw and him trusting in Tanjiro's word during that battle.
Yeah.
And then being such a good team and then him coming to Tanjiro's aid with the slash. Like, that... And then obviously his cute little scenes of, like, being so enamored with the train, thinking he's inside the Lord,
Yeah.
and he needs to try to get out and wants to race it. The movie kind of, like, sold him, skyrocketed him to the front for me. I thought he got a really nice showcase in it.
Definitely. I think that I, like, really started to love him at the, once we went into the mountain and he showed us his spatial awareness kind of thing.
Yeah.
And, like, his technique and how his dichotomy with Tanjiro was actually, like, real, and he was willing to work with him to, like, defeat the demon. And then once we got to the movie and saw it, you're right, that's what really solidified him as up there. That might be one of, like, top 2-3 favorite characters,
Do you remember in that same kind of situation that when Tanjiro got, like, thrown through the sky, he was like, I gotta stay alive, Tanjiro told me to. And
yeah.
he's like, oh no, I'm strong, why am I thinking these things? It was so cute.
Yeah.
And then his little, like, blushy happy moments that he starts to get with people being kind to him, like, how could you not love that?
Yeah.
I am so sorry to all of you Inosuke fans when I was
you were sleeping on him.
So unforgiving about his actions when we first met him. I was just like, no, how dare he?
All right. Ready?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm excited for episode 3. And until then...
We have to wait until next Sunday. Boo.
Yeah. And if we have a couple other shows in the channel right now, and if you'd care to, check them out, see if you like any of them, and hang out with us there in the meanwhile. But until next time, next weekend, next Sunday, please like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you then.